Article 40 of the Family Code states that the absolute nullity of a previous marriage may be invoked for purposes of remarriage on the basis solely of a final judgment declaring such previous marriage void. Judicial declaration of nullity. So if a marriage of two contracting parties is void ab initio, any one of them cannot contract subsequent valid marriage without a previous judicial declaration of nullity of the previous marriage. So a subsequent marriage without such declaration of nullity of the previous marriage is in itself void ab initio in accordance with this article. So even though your first marriage was never really valid, you still need a judge to officially say it's void before you can move on to a new marriage. Insofar as this Article 40 is concerned on the clause on the basis solely of final judgment declaring such marriage void, other instances where a party might well petition the absolute nullity of a previous marriage for purposes other than remarriage, such as the action for liquidation, partition, and distribution and separation of property between the spouses, as well as an action for custody and support for their common children. This slide a timeline of Philippine Supreme Court cases that shape the legal requirement for judicial declaration of nullity before remarriage. So it shows here the evolution of legal thinking on the issue, showing how the need for such declaration has shifted over time. So each case is listed with the date of decision and categorizes either requiring or not requiring a judicial declaration of nullity. So in the early cases of People versus Mendoza, Gomez versus Lipana, and Udayat versus Amante, show a period of inconsistency with some ruling requiring a declaration of nullity and others not. But in the later cases of Wigel versus Simpio D and Yap versus Court of Appeals demonstrate a trend towards requiring a declaration. Then the Family Code enactment in 1988 brought a definite change, solidifying the requirements for judicial declaration of nullity as a prerequisite for remarriage. Article 40 and bigamy. If the marriage is void and a party to that first marriage then remarries without obtaining a judicial declaration of nullity of the first marriage, there is no doubt that the subsequent marriage is also void. It is void not because it is bigamous, but because it failed to comply with the requirements of Article 40. In the case of Dorothy B. Tere versus Attorney Jordan Tere, so this case highlights the legal implication of bigamy and the importance of obtaining a judicial of nullity before contracting a second marriage. So if a person who would contract a second marriage without such declaration is guilty of bigamy, which is a criminal offense. So the fact of this case, Dorothy Tere first met Jordan Tere when they were fourth-year high school classmates in Cadiz City High School, somewhere in Negros Occidental. She was then married to Merlito Bersinilla. Jordan courted her, and this continued when they moved to Manila to pursue their studies. Jordan, a freshman law student, told Dorothy that her marriage with Bersinilla was void ab initio because they were first cousins. Believing and with the consent of her mother and ex-in-law, she married Jordan on June 14, 1977. Jordan wrote single as Dorothy's civil status despite the latter's protest. Jordan said it didn't matter because marriage was void. After their marriage, Dorothy supported Jordan because he was still studying. They had a son, Jason. However, after she gave birth, Jordan disappeared. She learned that he married Helena Malikdim. Dorothy filed charges for abandonment of minor, bigamy, and grossly immoral conduct. Jordan was already a member of the bar. Jordan claimed that he was unaware of Dorothy's first marriage and that she sent her out of the house when he confronted her about it. He contracted the second marriage, believing that his first marriage to Dorothy was void ab initio because of her subsisting marriage. So the issue, whether or not a judicial declaration of nullity is needed to enter into a subsequent marriage. So the ruling, yes, a judicial declaration of nullity is needed to enter a subsequent marriage. The court considered the claim of Jordan Terre as a spurious defense. In the first place, respondent has not rebutted complainant's evidence as to basic fact which underscore the former was in bad faith. In the second place, the pretended defense is the same argument by which he inveigled complainant into believing that the complainant's prior marriage on Merlito Bersinilia being incestuous and void ab initio, she was free to contract a second marriage with the respondent. Applying the Article 40 of the Family Code, the absolute nullity of a previous marriage may be invoked for purposes of remarriage on the basis solely of a final judgment declaring previous marriage void for purposes of determining whether a person is legally free to contract a second marriage. A judicial declaration that the first marriage was null and void ab initio is essential. Since the respondent Jordan Terre is a lawyer, she is bound to know about the aforementioned argument run counter to the prevailing case law of the Supreme Court.